Here you can see the word scientia. What is meant by scientia? The word science comes from a Latin word called scientia. What is meant by scientia? Knowledge. Right? It is very important. Remember, the word science comes from the Latin word called scientia, means knowledge. We are getting knowledge by reading the science, by learning the science, by doing the science. Right. Here we have different types of scientists are there. See, first geologist and chemist, physicist, arthophysicist. So like that we have number of different types of scientists. So what they will do in their regular life? Scientists nothing but always they try to discover something, they try to study something, right? So how the science helps to them? How science helps to them? They will do a lot of experiments. So this experimentation is natural process conducted under the controlled condition to find out unknown truth in the nature. Right? So when they conduct experiments, they can find out different types of truth about the nature. For example, ecologist. Ecologist is a scientist who always try to know about the animals and human beings, the plants, whatever present on the earth. Okay, na? The living organisms which are present on the earth, the behavior of the living organisms and everything. So he used to study that. And scientists who are geologists. So this geologist always study about the earth crust, about earth crust means about coal, petrol, diesel or whatever it is. Okay, some resources are present inside the earth crust. So always they want to research about that. And the chemist. This that scientist who always try to record the reactions of the matter at different temperatures, and a nuclear physicist made a notes of angular momentum of particles in a circular path like that. So there are a lot of many different types of scientists always the research in their own way. Is it clear? Biologist. Biologist means who study about living organisms. These biologists always study about living organisms and how the living organisms are made up of, right? So they experiment on the behavior of living things, etc. So then here these all scientists depend upon the science. So the science is a type of knowledge accumulate to test new ideas of scientists, human beings, etc. And these inventions are the scientists, those who are invent something. Their inventions are helpful to the people. Their inventions are helpful to the people to know development in their lives, to know the improvement in their lives. And the needs of science varies from individual perspective to societal perspective, right? So the need of science also it will we can see in different ways. How the science will helps us. Here you can see why science. This will be occurs in two ways, that is the individual perspective and societal perspective. Let us see first one, individual perspective. In the individual perspective, just now we have discussed ecologist, biologist, geologist, chemist, physicist, astrophysicist. So like this different scientists study about the different various they have various targets, various goals. So they will do lot of works towards their goal. Is it right? Then why they'll do like this? What's the use? If they do like that, if they start to do that experiment in this to do the study, if they have to spend the total life, even they have to sacrifice their life. If they sacrifice their life for this research purpose, for these experiments, for this nature, what they will get? What is the use? What is the benefit to the scientist? Right? So here to know that we have two aspects are there, that is the individual perspective, societal perspective. Let us come to know that individual perspective. In this individual perspective, scientists do or continue his research only for his joy. for his joy, for his self-satisfaction, or for self-happiness. And some scientists have passion. Some scientists have passion to research, to find out something new, to reveal something new, to discover something, to invent something. So these they will search their happiness in their investigation. Okay, for that purpose, the scientists continue their research. They sacrifice their lives, right? So in that, mostly scientist is to work hard to they will get awards, rewards. So with that, they will feel very happy. So if a work scientist, why the if you will ask a scientist, why are you doing like this? If you do that this much hard work, what you will get? If you ask, they will say only the thing. He will get happiness in that research. See, he may find joy in his research. He may be interested to find out something. He wanted to tell the people about the nature. So he want that. Then he wanted to prove previous statement is wrong by his observation, because already some scientists have done many researches on any something about nature or anything. So with his knowledge, with his research, he will prove that it is not correct, so by that he can satisfy, he will get happiness if they disprove the previous statement. So for their personal choice, if the scientists do any discovery or inventions or anything, that comes under the individual perspective. And not only to the scientists, this is also benefit to the people. They will get knowledge. And come to societal perspective. In the societal perspective, here most of the studies or most of inventions or discoveries or whatever it is, that completely benefit to the society. It's benefit to the society and people, and it is helps to the social welfare, right? So finding solutions to different challenges for the mankind. Here societal perspective nothing but finding solutions to different challenges for the mankind. People have lot of problems nowadays, food problems or work problems or whatever it is. So the scientists' inventions and discoveries helps to the people to lead better life, to lead better life. For example, we are suffering, people suffering from different dangerous diseases. So, if you observe previously, many people died due to lack of medicines because the science and technology not developed this much. So then there is no medicines for different types of diseases like polio or something. So scientists have done many, they have done many researches on that disease like polio, and they invent a vaccine. So that vaccine helps to the people free from the disease and prevent the disease. So like the medicines, invention of medicines, discovery of medicines. So these all comes under societal perspective, and even in the agriculture also. Even in agriculture, what happened? So farmer, this agriculture is not a simple thing. It is a there is a lot of activities are involved in this, from sowing seed to harvesting. From sowing seed to harvesting. So before that, sowing seed, farmer must plow his field. So prepare his field, and after up to harvesting, he need to do lot of activities. In each and every activity, he has to do lot of hard work. But when the science and technology try to think about the agriculture and about the farmer, then it is very easy to do. It is very easy to do and easy to get the productivity from agriculture, because farmer at that time completely depend upon machine, completely depend upon manpower. So when he depend upon manpower, it take lot of time to do his activities. But nowadays, in each and every aspect, we have machinery. To seed, we have seed drills. To plow, we have iron plows. And to irrigation, to provide water to the field, we have different irrigation techniques are there. To harvest the crop, we have harvesting machines are there. So these all makes the farmers work simple. Within less time, with the less effort, farmer can do these all activities without depending upon any other. So means this is also revolution. This invention of machines are revolution in the agriculture. So increasing food productivity, increasing milk productivity, increasing meat productivity by the invention of discovery of different types of food varieties, hybrid varieties. These all kind of research studies nothing but societal perspective, right? Such a kind of discovery, such kind of study helps to the people, helps to the society to develop. Is it clear? So that is nothing but societal perspective. Even some climatologists are there. They study about the climate. So based on the climate, farmer completely depend upon the climatic conditions. And the climatologist helps to know about the earthquakes, tsunami, etc., natural disasters, everything. So that is also benefit to the people, right? So like this. So keeping the society in mind and the researchers work goes on is nothing but societal perspective. Is it right? Right. Then next one, see if you think once, always the science may there are a lot of changes that takes place in the science, and by when the scientists are doing such kind of research, even government also encouraging them, encouraging by providing funds to them, because that is helps to the people, helps to the society, and helps to the country, which helps in development of country. So that's why even government also providing funds to the scientists, and government giving awards to the scientists. So then scientists can do these such kind of activities for the society, social welfare. Okay, so once we come to the science and change, always science will be change. It is not a constant. See here, if scientists are constantly trying to make a new discoveries or trying to develop new concepts and theories, then the body of knowledge produced by science should undergo constant change. Is it right? So whatever the scientists reveal, or whatever the scientists was stated something about the nature, it is not permanent information. Okay, the statement is not permanent. After some years, maybe this will be changed. Okay, whatever the previous, for example, scientist A, he stated something about nature. So, and one more scientist he will come and he continue his previous topic. For example, one scientist, solar system. He stated something about the solar system. So at that time, everyone believed this as this is right. As this is right about the solar system, because there is a proof. The scientist proved this. And one more scientist he came and he continued his research even in the previous topic, on the previous topic. So then he found out something new about this, and he proved this is wrong statement. He proved he proved that this is a wrong statement. So he states something new. He will give a different statement. So one more scientist he will come and he try to disprove the B statement. So like this, every scientist research on the same topic, and sometimes it may change and may not change, but it is not constant. It is not believed that it is a constant statement. The statements may change because these scientists have developed because advanced technology than this scientist, and these scientists have more advanced technology than this. So because of that advanced technology, because of that advanced instruments, machinery, he can find out something new, he can study more about this. So in that way, in that research purpose, in that situation, he can find something new, and he can, there is a chance to disprove the previous statement. So in that way, science always there are a lot of changes will be occurs. For example, we'll take plastic. We'll take plastic. See, when the scientists invent this plastic, everyone everyone felt happy. Everyone felt happy because there is a many benefits are there with this plastic. It is reusable, and it will be not decompose soon in the soil. So like the told, and it is easy to carry, durability and everything. So based on these qualities, everybody felt happy, satisfied, and even they appreciate the scientists who invent this plastic. But nowadays, what happened? But nowadays, we try to replace the plastic. We try to replace that plastic because what is happened? Because it is harm to the nature. We find out that the scientists studied about this plastic and they stated that this plastic is not useful to the nature, which harm to the nature, which polluting the nature, which polluting the soil. So we must ban this plastic. At that time they encouraged the plastic. Now they are used. Now they are trying to ban the plastic. Means at that time they appreciated. Now they try to ban. Now they try to ban. That means is it change or not? Is changed. So like this many aspects which are the statements which are stated by scientists previously, always there a lot of changes takes place. Right? It is not constant statement. It is always the statements will be changed. It's nothing but science and change. One more example. Previously, we have studied that when the people are when we are small. At that time, we studied we have 9 planets. We have 9 planets, but now we have 8 planets only. At that time, scientists proved 9 planets. So even people also believe that there are 9 planets. But now, due to advanced technology, it is easy to study, easy to find out, and due to this technology, now scientists proved that no, we do not have 9 planets. We have only 8 planets. Means there is a change in the science. At that time, science said 9 planets. Now, science saying 8 planets. Is it right? So we have to believe. We have to believe this even. It means this is a new statement. This is old statement. Now this new statement disprove this old statement. So it's nothing but science and change. You must believe this. Science always constantly there are lot of changes will be because it is not a constant. It is not a constant statement. Here we have scientist Karl Popper. Karl Popper. He said that science is a history of corrected mistakes. Science is a history of corrected mistake. Here you can see at that time this is correct, but now it is mistake. Then what is correct now? 8 planets. This will be changed in future. We don't know that. Maybe the 8 become 9 or 8 become 7. We don't know. Or maybe it will be like this. So, science is nothing but it is a history of corrected mistakes. And even Albert Einstein, he remarked of himself that fellow Einstein every year retract what he wrote the year before. Many scientists have remarked that they would like to return to life in a few centuries to see what new knowledge and new ideas have been developed by then and to see which their own century ideas have been discarded. Even Albert Einstein also he want to retract what he wrote already. Right? So science, there is a lot of changes will be takes place in the science. It is not constant. Okay. See here scientists observe a nature in its laws. By that they can understand about the nature. So they discover the secrets of the nature. Based on the discoveries and invention, different innovations takes place. So scientists who follow specific ways for their inventions, for their innovations, and the way what they are following are nothing but scientific methods. Is it clear? So I told first, I had told already, to find out anything or to discover anything, first fundamental step is what? Questioning. Is it right? Questioning is a fundamental step. So after this question they had to search information, they collect information, gather information, and they try to do experiments on that. So after experimentation they will get conclusion. So after conclusion they give to the people, and that helps to the people to know about that something nature or anything. So here the questioning is a fundamental step. In that way, scientists follow different some method. Scientists follow some methods to find out something. To in their innovation, they follow some methods. So the methods which are followed by the scientists are called scientific methods. The methods which are followed by the scientists are scientific methods. So what are the scientific methods? So let us discuss. Here, planning and investigation. See, before doing anything, for example, we have function in our home. What you will do? How to make it successful? With plan. right? So the plan helps to success the function or event or anything. So to do anything, what we required planning. Without planning, it is not successful. So when we do anything, any work by planning, it is successful. So here planning and investigation. Even scientists plan their investigation. How they have to do, how they have to investigate, from where they have to start their investigation, with what they have to start their investigation, what are the further steps in their investigation, everything. So that everything they planned by themselves. So it's nothing but planning and investigation. See here, the scientists answer a question or solve a problem they have identified, and they use how they use this. They use organized way. How? They used organized ways, nothing but scientific methods. The organized ways are called scientific methods. So these organized ways helps to the scientist to plan and conduct and study. They use scientific process skills. Okay, so in this method they need to plan, they need to conduct a study. So to plan and to conduct, they require skills. They require skills. Even to plan something, they must require skills. So that's skills which are followed or by the scientist, nothing but process skills. Whatever the skills used by the scientist called process skills. So what are the process skills are there here? Gather. And gather means, collecting information. Organize. Whatever the information they collected from different sources must organize and study. And analyze. Okay. Whatever they collected, they have to analyze. So gather, organize, analyze. And these are the skills. At the same time, present their information. Gather, organize, analyze, and present their information. These are all nothing but process skills. So here scientific methods. So what are the scientific methods are there? We have total 5 scientific methods are there. In these 5 scientific methods, the first one is observe and ask questions. Observe and ask questions. And second one, form a hypothesis. Third one, plan an experiment. Fourth, conduct the experiment. Fifth, draw conclusion and communicate the results. So these are the 5 steps involved in the scientific methods.